Good morning, g'day mate, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Jetty. Yes, it is a good morning. We actually have the sun rising, well, behind the gas giant. For a different interesting sunrise. This game is so beautiful. It really is. Like, just the way the sun, like, skims the edge of the planet. Wow. Okay, alright. Today's episode, we're doing a few things. First thing is, we are further future-proofing ourselves. We have carbon nanotubes. We've got the building built. Well, we've got the build built. We need particle control technology. That's the thing that we need. We need particle broadband to make information matrix. Now, particle broadband requires that we make, well, carbon nanotubes. Done. Dusted. Okay, next thing we need to do is we need to make pretty crystals. That is the shiny crystals, which require silicon that's been smelted once to be smelted a second time. And it also requires plastic. Conveniently, we have plastic right here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to build a particle broadband build right about here. And I've already done some quick maths, and I need about 15 assemblers. About 15 assemblers seems to be the right number I need to get everything up and running. So, we're also going to put a little tower down, and a cat's going to have a fight in the background. We're going to take... No, let's do a splitter right there. No cats were harmed in the making of this episode, at least as far as I know. We just had a little argument about who got to sit in what box. Because cats and boxes. Okay. We're going to tag that in there. I'm then going to bring this belt all the way up here. That should give us our carbon nanotubes. We need plastic, which I didn't think about beforehand, before running that belt. We're going to bring plastic out there. There seems like a very good spot for it. In that tile... I still gotta get silicon into this. You know what, we're gonna run it this way. We're gonna bring up a tile to there, down in ground level, and run the belt all the way out there. Okay. Next thing we're gonna need is gonna be, actually we need you to start bringing in a silicon. That's the already been smelted once variety. We're going to throw some drones. We'll just throw 20 in there. We'll give you power. At least then you can charge and start bringing the materials over. Okay. Yeah, you were filtered. Okay, so we're going to have plastic. We're going to have carbon nanotubes. The next thing we're going to need is going to be... Come on. Come on, bots. And I've also started swapping over to Mark II belt and Mark II... I can't set the recipe. Mark II belts and Mark II... sorters. Well, I'm still bleeding through some of the Mark I belts. Okay, sorry. Where was I? I was completely distracted. That's where I was. Okay, so we need to get... silicon. Can I grab some belt, please? Thank you. Bring some silicon out here. That much. And then go 1, 2, 3. Run the belt back in that orientation. It's going to go right across the front. You know what? We're going to run it through the tower. Because that seems like a good idea as any. Number 2. We will set you, number 2, to be crystal silicon. We will get a smelter right there. We will give you a sorter in... Oh, come on, place it. And then, unfortunately, and this is one of the things that... I wouldn't call it a gripe. But it's one of the things that I don't particularly like about Dyson Sphere is I have to set the recipes on my smelters. Like, smelters have a... Oh, actually, never mind. I already have the recipe unlocked. Oh, that failed. My mouse is not working properly and doesn't have the copy-paste Recipe function on it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not particularly happy that I have to set recipes on smelters. I'd much prefer it if they just auto-magically went like, I'm a smelter. What do? I smelt things. Oh, look, there's something outside that I can smelt. Or something being brought into me that I can smelt. You know what? I'm just going to smelt it. No questions asked. Okay, so that's going to give us particle broadband, which can I set a filter for? No. Okay. We're going to have you output now. Particle broadband, it will even look up the recipe. T for tech tree. That one. The recipe for particle broadband takes 8 seconds. It's super slow. So I need, that's 3, that's 6, that's 9, that's 12, 15 I think is overkill. I think I'm good with 12, but we're going to build 15 because, well, why not? It's always good to have some spares, and we actually need particle broadband for, I want to say, tier 3 assemblers. They are used in the creation of one of our buildings, so having extra definitely won't hurt. Okay, so that is step 1. Step 2, the only thing we need as part of step number 3 would be the labs and the processors. Now, I already have the processors over here. Processors, right there. And I conveniently have a tower that's full. Damn. Damn. Well, that did not work as I had hoped. Why is this not running? Why do you have no processors? Why do you have no processors? Why do you have no copper? Oh, because some idiot... Hey, idiot. Well, we don't need that belt anymore. Yeah, we do. Okay. Alright, well, in that case, we are going to put down a tower right here. And we're going to... Well, we're going to set you to processors. I'm going to hold down control, right-click, drag all the way up to pick up all the processors in that box. Splitter? Splitter. Splitter is going to be my answer. I'm going to put a splitter right there. We'll bring that input in, that input out, that input to there. Have you prioritize into our workshop first, and then all the spare processors can go into this tower, which literally means I can make purple science absolutely anywhere I want. Actually, we can put the whole 25 in there. Done. Okay, so we have part 1, part 2, we literally just need to have the research done. The other thing I need to do this episode, and this is going to require a quick resupply first. We're going to need those. We're going to need probably a few of those. We're going to need as much tier 3 belts as I can. Tier 2 sorters, we have plenty of, actually. Miners. How many miners do I have? Oh no, I have heaps. And I just noticed I have coal in my inventory, so we're going to craft that coal into something useful. We need to go and make... assemblers. No, we should be alright. We need to go and make... F for freaking handcrafting. We need to go make super magnetic rings. Which we did cover last episode, and they were part of the plan for this episode. And they require... they require iron plus iron plus iron plus copper. So that's going to be the plan. Plus coal. So the plan is for me to put in basically a cut right about now, whilst I build, well, many smelter blocks. We need... The maths that I've done tells me I need 2 green belts, so that's tier 2 belts of iron plate. Plus I need another belt, I believe, of magnets. Again, tier 2 speed. Plus I need... actually, let's just look it up. Let's look at the notes. Let's look at the notes. I need 2 full belts of iron. Plus I need 2 full belts of... magnets, plus almost a full belt of copper. So, with coal. Coal is not a lot. Coal is just 4 smelters. I need just 4 smelters. 0.2 of a belt. 0.2 of a belt of coal. Also, these veins are fairly small. So I'm actually going to have to do the maths on how much ore we're pulling out of these. Because to do a full belt of 12 per second, I'm going to have to pull out... so I'm going to have to make sure the veins add up to at least 24. So it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 18, what's that, 22? 25. Just. But I need to do that for this set, plus this set, plus this set. And, oh, that's 1 belt's worth. I need a total of... Actually, no, that should be right. That should be right. Okay, so I'm going to put in a cut. I'll see you guys in a sec after I set up a whole bunch of smelters. And finally, after I have no idea how many smelters. So, okay, let's go through this again. I needed 2 belts of copper. No, 1 belt of copper. 1 belt of copper. We have 1 belt of copper. I needed 2 belts of iron. I got 2 belts of iron. I needed a belt of magnets. Got a belt of magnets. What I forgot about is I actually need a 2nd belt of magnets. So, after getting 1 belt of copper, 2 belts of magnets, I run the 1st belt across. We need to go to the 2nd belt, which is down here. Yes, we're going to run the belt here to here. Here to here. Then we should be able to put in our assemblers to start making our magnetic coils, because we need to make the electric motors to make the electromagnetic turbines to make this super magnetic rings. So after many smelters and many belts, we should be able to get that one, plus that one, plus that one, plus an output, and set that to magnetic coils. Now, in theory, I need 10 machines doing this, and I have decided that we're just going to bring both, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can place it over the original one, 6, 7, 8, 9, of course it's short. I've decided what we're going to do is we're just going to run, I'm just going to build all 10 machines now. Just because that should make my life easier. And I'm also going to have them pick up off both magnet belts, because that way I don't have to like balance them in any way, shape or form. The machines can just pick from one or the other or both. I really don't mind. And then after the fact, I should be able to then balance them. Should be able to. I hope. Okay, so that should give us part 1 done. Part 1 done being the magnetic coils. Then we need to get the electric motors. The electric motors require a lot. Like a lot. The copper belts... Okay, so magnet belt joins together. That belt goes there. Alright, the... Engines. I do not want to build north to south. I really want to build east to west. But I need like 10 machines. Sure. I don't think that's going to fit 10 machines. In fact, I really don't think that's going to fit 10 machines. You know what? We're going to bring that all the way out to there, obviously. And plug that in there. Oh, meanwhile, I did get... I started I started the carbon nanotubes. I also started the particle thingamajiggy bobs, which are meant to go in that tower, which I don't have room for it to go into that tower. Oops. We're going to have to fix that later. But with that... Come on, bots. Slowest bots ever. Alright, with that done and that done, we should be able to get... I think this will work. So we should be able to go with... you take 2 seconds, you take 1 second. Okay, so we should be able to go with... motors. Gear. Motors. Like that. Similar to as we did previously. Mark 2 sorter, in. You also need iron, of course, so we'll give you iron and iron. You're going to need the magnetic rings, which... Yep. And then you need an output belt. Is this going to work? I think this is going to work. So, you need an input there and an output there. You need an input there and an output there. So then it should be a case of copy, copy, copy. Copy, copy, copy. And just double check my maths. We need 22 of these machines, which is going to use a whole belt of iron and then some. 10 machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. Let me just, build this out a few tiles longer. We're going to need to build 10 of them twice. Yeah, 10 of them twice. Then we should be good. 10 of them is probably going to be about that long. Alright, give me a sec. Okay, after a lot of sorters and a lot of assemblers later, I have... That iron belt is dead. So, we've taken a iron belt, run it down this side, made some engines. Taken the other iron belt, run it down the other side, made some more engines. We now have engines. We have a lot of engines, okay? Step number 1 complete. Step number 2, we need to make electromagnetic turbines. Electromagnetic turbines should require... us to put in a splitter here. Bring that in, bring that out, bring that through to there, and it should require another. And this is hopefully an easy part if I can fit. Well, if I can fit 10 machines in a row. A bunch of Should I build that there, or should I build it lower? No, we're going to build it here. We're going to build it here. We're going to build it here. Nope. Turns out we're definitely going to build it there. Okay, with an output belt. This should output our green motors. Green motors I need to put into the network. I need to give them to the robots no matter what. At the same time, I need to actually go across and start turning on purple science. That one. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done! That's actually... Whoop! I pressed shift at the wrong time. Okay. That belt from wherever I left it to there. At least all the sorters went down, so it's just a case of rebuild it. Okay. There, and there. And do I have towers? Yes, I have a tower. Okay. So, you... Okay, we'll just go with green engines, because I don't think the normal engines are actually used for anything important. Put that in there. Set you to be green engines, yes. And then finally, we get to our last production, which is the supermagnetic rings, which requires the coal, which I left over there. Of course I did. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have to take our magnets. I knew I should have moved things over a little bit. Let's take our magnets up and through there. Back down to ground level. Yeah. Alright. And the sad thing is, for all this production I've put in, I'm only going to get about 8 machines worth. Okay, you guys need... Hang on. Hang on. You need lots of magnets with less engines. Actually, no, we should be able to do that. We should be able to bring our green engines out of here. To there. To there. To there. Sure, we'll just squeeze things. No, I'm going to run out of belt. Okay, if we're going to run out of belt, let's go do a complete restock. And at the same time, we should be able to turn on purple science. Well, we should be able to make purple science and then turn on. Can I grab belts? Belts, the all-important belts. Alright. Belts. I have a tower. I have a tower. Yes, I have a tower. We're going to make purple science here. Because why not? One of those right there. Go over here. You're doing... Oh. I didn't cap things. Okay. Right, disconnect that. Disconnect that. Disconnect that, disconnect that, disconnect that. Okay. I need pink things. We need a slightly bigger tower. A slightly bigger tower will fix our slight inconsistencies. We need one of them. I need some of that, which is luckily over here. That'll do heaps. One of them. I really need to get these things automated. Okay. Hang on, do I have a tower? No, I just used the last tower in my inventory. Alright. We also need to grab another tower. You guys. Yoink. You can start importing processors at least. That much we can do. Okay, actually, we should probably import them, yeah, that much. Okay. Alright, I need a tower. I'm going to put a tower there. Your sole purpose is going to be... storage. Storage. Your sole purpose is going to be... Let's take all that out and put it in there. Nope, storage. Take all of that out and put it in there. And all of that out and put it in there. Okay, after we've done that, we now have a blank tower. We can remove said tower. We can put in the slightly larger tower. Main reason for doing the slightly larger tower is... You have 5 slots, so we can put in that one, plus that one, plus that one, plus that one. Okay, so it should be... Number 1 goes in there. Hello? There. Collides with other object. I call lies. Alright, that goes into there, which goes into there. That goes into there. That is crystals out, which goes into there. That's particle broadband, which is going to go into there. We can now set a filter for particle broadband. Cool. We can grab all of that and put it in there. We can set a demand for that much. We can grab all of that and put it in there and set it to that much. We can grab all of that and put it in there and set it to that much. Okay, which means that tower can now go away. You can have some itty bitty drones, there you go, you got some drones, you're good to go. So we now have particle broadband, plus we have carbon nanotubes in the network. More importantly, we can go to here and we can say, I would like particle broadband delivered about that much. I want a power pole here. And then it should be a case of CPUs, just that many. Particle broadband, just that many. The particular science pack we want, takes 10 seconds, so we need at least 10 labs. We're going to grab a few extra. Labs. Done. Do you have robots? No, you don't have robots. Here, you can have some robots too. And labs. There we go. I didn't grab the extras. How tall's that? 5. Okay. Well, it looks pretty with just having 5. We will go and add more later, but put both those in there. Take the science out the rear. Put in a buffer box, because we've learnt that they are very helpful with keeping up with being able to buffer it, so then we can run it faster later when we want to get some science done in a hurry. We're going to set you to purple science and you to purple science, and then that box goes to those labs, which is... yes, the way we can turbo. You are going to come up a level at least to go over things into down to ground level? No, okay, up, into there, down, and we'll just tag that in, well, where that belt is. Done. Input. Okay, so purple science is built. I should probably move... okay, we should probably move the buffer box over a little bit. Because I'm probably going to want to put in another couple of labs. We'll put you there instead. We'll dismantle you. We'll put the rest in there. We will go and grab half a dozen labs. Labs are there. 5. Did I just see yellow on the power network? Oh, cool. We've overloaded the power network. Cool. Just what I wanted to see. You can have whatever's in my inventory, please. Please empty out my inventory. Excellent. Okay, so we've got that running at least. So purple science is up. We're still trying to finish off our super magnetic rings. We should have everything in my inventory. Buy bots. I have no idea what you're going... oh, you're going to go build belts that are not finished. Okay, cool. So we need that, plus we need that, plus we need these things. Because everything's already in a nice neat row, we'll just run that along to about there. What did I say? We needed 8 factories. 8 factories and more power. Speaking of power, oh, that would help. Okay, put that in there. Run that belt along there. Set you to make super magnetic rings. Is there room left in that tower? There is. So it turns out the belt's actually going to go in the opposite direction. So with that done, it should be sorta in, sorta in, sorta in. I hope that's fast enough. Sorta out. You know what? Let's remove that, remove that, remove that, remove that. We'll put that there instead. We'll then run the energetic graphene across the front and the output across the front as well. Can I get you up and over? I can. Perfect. Alright, that just means all the sorters are a little bit closer. Okay, we can finally set you to do super magnetic rings. Super magnetic rings gives us an input, an input, an input, and an output. And we needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. All of that. So, this mining patch all of these smelters, this mining patch, these 2 banks of smelters, this mining patch, this bank of smelters, this mining patch, this bank of smelters, this mining patch, this bank of smelters supports these 8 machines. Yep. And took our power from, oh, it's fine, to, it's not fine. Okay, so tag that in there. Can I save ourselves some belts, please? Like so. And then you are going to have super magnetic rings. I'm going to leave it at 5,000. If we build up 5,000, great. If we don't, we don't. What's happening there? Why is that iron dead? Why is that iron dead? Oh. I rearranged things. It turns out I removed 1 belt. Okay! Alright, are we all running? Yes, we're all running. Okay. So, with that now running, that now running means we can now go back over here to our workshop of all things awesome. Set you to be blue motors, set you way down, set you local demand, and remove that and that and that, because they're all in my way. And then, you know what? Actually, rather than starting on the next project, I think I'm going to call this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. We're in episode, what? 9 so far? 9 so far. So if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, it's definitely time to do so before we get double digits. But yes, with all that said, I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode of Dyson Sphere. Alright, bye.